Bloody hell. Hey up. Sorry I've been gone for so long. I thought it was going to be a couple days, turned into 2 weeks, and yeah, I've been neglecting you, haven't I? Sorry. So, I'll tell you what I've been up to while we deliver this shit. Right, so basically, about a week and a half ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, my uncle and my cousin came down from Scotland to visit, and that was nice. We had a chat, a catch up and all that, and then we went to Flamingo Land, which was nice. It was the first time my cousin's ever been to a theme park, and it was really nice just showing him how rides work and stuff. Yeah, I was there all day, and I got a terrible, terrible sunburn. Seriously bad. Not sunstroke bad, but for a British person, still pretty damn bad. My entire face like peeled off. But yeah, it was pretty fun. Managed to get my uncle to go on a launched freefall thing, cliffhanger thing. Cool, fun. And we both practically crapped ourselves on that, so that was fun. Yeah, I managed to sneak my grandmother onto a ride without her knowing it was like a little bit scary. It was just a swinging ship, but she thought it'd be pretty basic, so that was fun. It's always nice tricking old people onto rides, isn't it? Yeah, so that was a good day. Then it was my grandma's birthday, so we were busy on that day, obviously. And then it was just, you know, just hanging about with your family, isn't it? Not very exciting, but it was fun. And then, before I knew it, it was my birthday, and I did some birthday-related activities, such as eating until I couldn't eat no more, and then eating a bit more. Yeah. And now here I am. My birthday was on the Friday, and I've just been getting my shit together, pretty much, you know, in more ways than one. Because I tell you, after fancy food, oh, my time in the bathroom was not nice. So yeah, now I'm faced with beautiful things. Like, now that my birthday is out of the way, it means I can actually have hopes of getting a new computer. Yes. Like, not soon, but you know, it means I'll actually get one. Because I was doing maths and it was going to take me 30 years to save up, but I didn't factor in like birthdays and Christmases and stuff. So yeah, I'll probably have a computer which is decent in winter, maybe even earlier. So that's nice. So yeah, that's all I've really been up to. 2 weeks just flies by. Plus I'd also not been able to go on my computer because it's been having some really weird problems lately. It's basically an indication it's at the end of its life. I've been turning it on because like my computer takes a long time to boot because it's freaking just ugh. It takes about an hour to boot. So well, maybe not an hour, but about half an hour. So what I usually do when I wake up is I switch it on, go do all my stuff, and then come back and it's ready. But now it's been failing to boot. It's been getting disk errors and stuff. So that's been seriously messing me up, and it's also been getting stuck in loops. Like the other day, it took me 4 hours to get out of a loop. Yeah, that bad. The motherboard's fried. The hard drives are not responsive anymore. The power supply unit's going to give out any day. Graphics card's pretty decent still. My RAM is... I don't know, I don't understand RAM. It's always run really, really underclocked as my RAM. I don't know how to change it. My motherboard doesn't let me. It's really annoying. Yeah. Like, it should be running at 1866, I think, or 1366 or something. No, yeah, no, like around 1800 ms, but it's running at about 1200 ms, and that's stupid, but I literally cannot change it in my motherboard settings. I've tried many times and it just doesn't let me get into it. Never buy an ASRock motherboard. It's awful. I have an ASRock Extreme 4 something. I can't remember. It's the AM3 chipset. So AM3 Plus. But yeah. If I get a new build, I will definitely be going for the Haswell sockets LGA 1150, is it, or something? I'm not that educated on Intel chipsets, but the Haswell series processors seem to be very good. They just seem to be efficient, you know? Like if you look up on like a comparison site of PC parts, whoa, at the Intel i7 4790K processor, it just seems to tower above every other processor in that performance bracket. You know? Like, price per performance, yeah, it's not very good. It's quite poor, but, you know. AMD outperform everyone in terms of price per performance, but because everyone else in the game is a dirty player, AMD just, yeah, it doesn't work too great. If I was making a rig which didn't touch video games at all, I would definitely go AMD all the way, because in terms of pure power, AMD reign supreme. But in terms of actual working good, it seems Intel and Nvidia for cards just completely dominate because, well, the dirty players, aren't they? Especially Nvidia. I mean, there's no proof of it, but there is, isn't there? It seems every game these days, every big game, has like Nvidia PhysX in it, or any other of the Nvidia things, like Nvidia's tessellation software and stuff. Although AMD has pretty decent tessellation, it's just Nvidia seems to be a little bit more demanding, so AMD cards just choke up and can't do anything. Where if you've got an Nvidia card, it'll just be silky. But yeah. Also, AMD CPUs don't seem to handle games very well. I don't know why. I don't even know if that's because of foul play or not. But it seems that every AMD CPU just can't do the Armour games and stuff. So yeah, I'll be going i7 if and when I actually do get a new build. And I've been thinking I want to get it built for me. But these people charge so much, so I'm going to have to build it myself. Now, I've done one before, but I don't like doing it. I could learn absolutely nothing from doing it, because I know how to build them, you know. And if something goes wrong, it's on me, you know. I hate that. Where am I? Rotterdam. We'll go accept another job. I think it's only been about 10 minutes. Plymouth, why not? I also need to get a new keyboard, because this thing is knackered. Does anyone know any good keyboards? Let me know, Wing. I was thinking of going for a Corsair keyboard, I've forgotten its name. But it's an RGB mechanical keyboard, and there's not that many of them on the market. I would like a mechanical one, because, you know, they look cool and they sound cool, and I bet they feel cool. I've never used one. Like, membranes seem to do the job, but I don't know, they just feel a bit iffy. I tell a lie, I have used mechanical keyboards. I had a laptop with a mechanical keyboard and it was lovely. but the switches in it weren't very good. They were partially membrane. Like, they're the mechanical bit, you know, like the bit which is mechanical, but they also had like a cushioning thing on them, and it didn't really work too great. They were a lot like how I imagine the well, I've never used one, but this is just by going reviews, how I imagined the Logitech Orion Spark to feel. However, I would like one of those because they look so pretty. But I'm not going to get one because for two reasons. Apparently the switches are shit, and the keys don't look very comfortable. Now it might sound like I'm nitpicking, saying, "Oh, the keys don't look very comfortable." No, have a look. Just type in Logitech Orion Spark. Orion as in Orion the Hunter, the bloke in the sky. So like regular keys, you know what a key looks like, don't you? They're like well, on a decent keyboard, they're semi-rounded squares, aren't they? Like they've got soft edges, so it's all nice and comfy on your fingers. If you get a really cheap one, the perfect squares, but that's like when you go for like maybe a 50p one. But on a decent one, they've got rounded edges in there. But with these Orion Spark ones, they're moulded. Each key has a different shape, and they've got like angles on them. They look like they're made by Alienware or something. They're all really aerodynamic and stupid looking. And my guess is that's agony on your fingers, especially if you're heavy-handed, like me. If I play a walking simulator game, I get finger cramps because I seriously press my W key. And by walking simulators, I mean a game where you constantly hold W. A bit like this, really, but for much longer periods of time. I've got a bottle of J2O on my desk. I don't know if I want to drink it. Well, I know I want to, but I mean, I don't know if I can get the opportunity to. Yeah, I can when I'm travelling to the Europort. I'm also looking for a new tablet. It's in tablet PC, you know, a tablet, not a tablet PC, but are they called tablet PCs anymore? Is that what you call a Windows tablet? And is there any Windows tablets that run the Windows software, like as in Windows Phone? Windows, I don't know, but what I'm looking for is an Android tablet. Full stop. I have one. I have a Google Nexus 7, but it's not working too great. The charging port's not working anymore very well. The battery has lost a serious amount of capacity. Like seriously. It's gone from getting about 4 or 5 days standby to getting about 1, and for about 10 hours of screen time to about 2. It has really just lost its life. I think somehow the milliamp hours have just been like divided by 10 or something. I can't open this damn bottle. I hate bottle openers. I don't have one of those ones which is like a triangle. I just use an attachment from my knife, you know. If you know what knife I'm using, it's a Draper knife. The crap. They're pretty much Swiss Army knives, but a lot less expensive. I had a proper one, but I broke it, and I was like, well, if I'm going to break them this easily, I may as well just buy cheap. I thought they were quality, but they're not. They can't handle any heat whatsoever. I exposed it to about, what, 60, 70 degrees Celsius, and melted. So I was like, well, that's rubbish. Even the blade took serious damage just from a little bit of fire. I mean, come on. Not even fireworks. Like, come on. A few fountain fireworks destroyed it. And I wasn't even getting it in the beam of the fireworks, it was just getting, you know, a few residual sparks on it. Freaking weak. My hands got just as much heat from it, but apparently my hands made out of sterner stuff than steel and flame retardant plastic. So yeah, I bought a Draper knife for about £1.50 or £2 or something, where my Swiss Army knife cost me like 20 quid. Stupid. I will say one thing though, this blade does not have an edge. Like none at all, it's like a steel bar. That also being said, there's not a single edged blade in my house. Don't know why. Just it seems every bloody knife we get goes blunt within 10 minutes. If we want to cut something, we have to use the world's sharpest knife. And if you know what that is, then you know it's not sharp at all. It's a saw, basically. But it works, you know, if you got a gammon that you needed to get a nice slice of. Screw using a razor sharp knife. Get the world's sharpest knife and just saw through it. Teeth can rip through anything, you know. And that's just the basis of all life, isn't it? Man. So yeah. What I want to do in the future, I don't know. I think I want to discontinue all the series that I did have going. I know that's a bit shit, but I can't be asked going on them now. Well, I'm going to stick with this, obviously, my trucks. But, I think after this I'll go play some GTA. I like GTA, it's fun. In a weird way. It's not fun though, is it? You know, if I get my Beast PC, which I'm still having second thoughts about getting, and I can't even afford at the moment, but like, if I got a Beast PC, I don't even think, I just got the same Crash Defense twice in the same guy. I don't even think I'd bother getting GTA on the PC, you know. Maybe if it was in a deal, you know, like 20 quid or something, but I definitely wouldn't be paying what everyone else is paying for it. Because there's no point in playing it on the PC unless you don't own a console, you know? Unless you've got friends who have it on PC, obviously, then that makes sense, but a lot of friends, full stop. It's like a PC game, right? When you get a PC game, you mod it, and to have it without mods, and no, not to have it without mods, have it with mods, but if you use those mods, you get banned from the product you bought. It's just stupid. Why would you? Full stop, you know? It's silly. It's just silly. So yeah, unless it's very cheap, I won't be getting that. I play it on the Xbox One myself. It's lovely, you know? You got that 25 FPS, you got that God knows whatever resolution. It says 1080p on my television. Like, you can tell what source it is, and you can tell sometimes it does drop to 720 on some games, but it doesn't on GTA, so you're getting that luscious 25 FPS 1080p, you know. My current computer could run it better than that, you know. But nah. At least on the Xbox they have very decent LOD, like, LOD settings. I don't know how it works, but somehow things close to you when you're on a console look incredible. Like, almost like PC level graphics. And then stuff in the background, which you can't see because there's no anti-aliasing, is blurred, you know. And well, that's the point. I haven't got anti-aliasing on this, definitely not. Look at those wires, they're jaggy. They're semi-transparent. I swear I've got it on though. But like on PC, if you do that, if you just put medium settings on, everything just looks like crap. So somehow the console version manages to look better than the PC version, even though like the console version just runs on medium graphics. Somehow they have high quality textures and models at close range. But I'll tell you one thing they have messed up on. Recently there's been an update to Grand Theft Auto Online, and if you've played the update you'll know, but if you go into the Booby Bar, also known as a strip club, you go and have a cheeky dance with one of the lovely ladies, they actually take off the tops now like they do in single player, but they've somehow messed up the textures. The boobies are, well, very low res. Ludicrously so. I mean, ludicrously. If you own it on any console, right, I don't know what it'd be like on PC, but if you own it on, like, I guess it'd be the same for 360, just if you own GTA Online on anything, just go at it and have a look, you'll see what I mean. no one on YouTube will put a video up, obviously, but instead of the nipple being a nipple, it's like a disc with like a little knob on the end of it, obviously, but well, not a knob. What's the word for a bump? There's another word for bump, but a little bump on the end. It's just this like dark disc. I swear in single player they're more modelled, you know, like actually modelled and textured, but this is just like a dark brown disc. It's kind of like one of those things you shoot out of a disc shooter. It's like that. Terrible. I think it's because skin models on consoles look like shit. Seems to look fine on PC though. I've seen a few screenshots. It looks pretty good. Well, there goes that bottle. I think I'm gonna have to call this a episode. I almost said to call this a night. I was gonna go to bed then, but it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I might try and make a mod for this. I was thinking of trying to make a custom horn. I'll see if it's possible. If it is, I'll make a video of me making it. That'd be cool, wouldn't it? No, but I think it would. I want to show you. I'm going to show you a little trick. I want to show you it right now. Right, so I've got 976110. No, sorry, 97610 money. So I'm going to fill up my tank. Right, so just short of 900 quid's worth of fuel, so that would definitely knock me down onto 96 grand, wouldn't it? Right, save it. This is such a dirty trick. Right, and then I load it. Isn't that amazing? And when I drive off, totally free. That's really useful if you're a noob in the early game. So, yeah, don't say I never give you anything. See you next time.